It's difficult to terminate people. I could have sold this agency on other occasions to competitors. Those competitors may have come in and terminated half of our employees. That's not what it's all about. Not wanting to go through that. It's much easier to work with someone who's buying or selling and maintaining that staff. Employees who were involved in the industry and trained them gives me a lot of comfort, a lot of joy. Josh Witt, for example, brought him on 10 years ago and developed him from a management trainee in a restaurant chain to a real, live, aggressive, well-versed insurance salesperson. Brought him up to the point where he managed the agency for about 2 years as we prepared ourselves for the eventual purchase or sale of the agency by Josh.
The thing that gets you up in the morning is really twofold. As an owner, it's knowing that you're in charge of the livelihoods of 14 people and making sure that that continues and that our employees have an opportunity to prosper, not just at work, but in their personal lives as well. So, and then from a taking care of client standpoint, I mean, that's it. We sell a product that you don't want to use. You know, nobody wants to use insurance. If that happens, that means something really bad has happened in their business or in their life. So I think one of the things that separates the insurance group from some other agencies in town are that we're trying to really focus on what the customer needs, especially in the small business arena. A lot of times we're asked to, here, quote my policy, here's my policy, quote it, and we just won't do that. If we're gonna work on your account, we're gonna come in, we're gonna sit down and talk to you, we're gonna learn about your business first, then we're gonna decide if it actually makes sense for us to move forward in that process. We like to make sure that everything's taken care of, and I think that really drives us to ensure that our clients are taken care of. So we actually started our trek to buying the agency in April of 2015, and we closed July of 2016. So there was over a year where we were trying to find money, and we started with a local lender here in Knoxville who really was doing a good job, but they just didn't understand the SBA process, I think, as much as they needed to. We actually had a night where our deal really kind of fell apart because there was a piece to the requirements that we weren't going to be able to pay Neil on his note for a couple of years. We just didn't know that until the last minute. So actually that night, my business partner, who is a commercial lender, said, hey, check out Live Oak Bank out of North Carolina. And I called and actually talked to Kelly and explained what was going on. And one of her first things was she said, you're at the 5-yard line. You know, we just need to get you in the end zone. She said, the problem that we had with not being able to pay the owner for a couple of years, she said, I would have told you that in the first 5 minutes of our conversation. So once she told us how much SBA business Live Oak does and that you guys really understand the process, and the fact that she actually is a CPCU and understands the insurance business, was really attractive. And from that point, once Live Oak took over, I think we closed in about 5 weeks.
Live Oak just appreciated us more than what my bank did down the street. For whatever reason, it was just a much better relationship and much easier to communicate.